have enough time. You know how they say that life can change overnight? Like you just wake up tomorrow and poof, nothing is as it was yesterday. Well, that's true. On a personal level, I have experienced that. Some things were like more serious. Some things were just like sudden realizations about people or situations. And these days, literally in the world, things are really, really changing for a lot of people overnight, and not in a good way. And not like just these days. I guess it's more these years. There was a switch that happened in 2019, I would say. 2019 was the year where like nothing specifically happened, but we all felt, especially the people who are quite sensitive and prone to feeling the situation and the things in a more like deep way. So in 2019, these type of people knew that we are entering a phase of difficulties. Let's put that word like it's a kind of a general word, don't you think? Difficulties. Yeah, and it's a very mild one, but let's use it. So when the switch flipped, and then from 2020 onwards till this day, and I guess tomorrow and further on, a lot of things happened and will happen, and they're not easy, they're not positive, they're definitely not what majority of us want humanity to be, to live in, and to support. It's very difficult. Many of you listening this will actually try either to stop now and stop listening to my blah blah things, because you don't need another person to tell you how difficult life can be. I think we reached the point where we want just to rewatch Friends or any other TV show, Gilmore Girls maybe in my case, and just like flip our internal switch into I don't want to care anymore. It's easier not to care. So I do feel like that myself. I try to do that. But honestly, guys, the more we try to not accept how the world is turning out to be, the more difficult it will be for all of us. So yes, you might be very annoyed for yet another person trying to make you open your eyes and see the reality. But that's how it is. The only thing is, I'm at least trying today with this podcast to make you feel a little a little bit better, by telling you that you're not alone. You're definitely not alone out there. Like, I am waking up every day with a lot of bad news on the personal level. Then I'm waking up with news about people that I know of that are not so positive. Then I'm waking up and seeing, like, even on Instagram, news about very heavy war things happening. And there is a constant fear, guilt, anxiety going on in my body, in my mind. And you feel it too. You feel it too for your own life. And I just want to say you're not alone. If it is any consolation, you're not alone. And I know that there are many people that feel the same. The difference, though, is that some people feel the negativity, some people feel scared of the future, but they don't have kind of empathic, let's say, feelings towards other people that feel the same. It's more like I feel rage and I feel more rage and more rage and more rage, and I don't care what my neighbor is thinking. I just don't care. But then there are other people who feel the rage, feel the anger, and then they go into deep sadness because they realize that this is really difficult situation, and they feel also a certain urge inside of them to help one another somehow, because that empathic feeling is making you not stab other people, but it makes you someone who would rather reach out and pull a person from a water when they're drowning than just leave them there drowning. I like to believe that I am one of those people, but that's just me, and that's my own belief of myself. But I don't know. Probably there are people out there who wouldn't agree that I am something like that, which is normal, and everybody has their own opinions. The only thing is that it hurts when it's somebody close to you that feels that you're not like that. Then you might start realizing how you're all alone in your picture. That's just like I went too far away from the main point. It's one thing talking about us, our wholeness, eachness, uniqueness, and talking about our personal relationships with each other, and just like having those two different types of possibilities to rediscover ourselves. Like, we can rediscover who we are based on the personal close relationships and work on them. But my point that I managed to kind of leave a bit behind is who we are and who do we want to rediscover in ourselves towards the bigger picture, like knowingly that we are one with everybody, that we are one with the universe, God, that we are creatures brought to this earth to do good or to do the best they can at any given moment. So when we know those things about ourselves or believe in those things, and we wake up and see the world changing every day a little bit more and more, and going down, down, not up, up. What can we do as those empathic, spiritual, conscious human beings? How can we help one another? Is this situation where I am telling you that you're not alone, that I hear you, that I understand you, that I also have to manage my feelings day to day and my actions day to day because planning long term doesn't work anymore? Does that help? Do you recognize yourself in that? If it does, then we can find more and more people who feel the same, and we can start communicating with each other, because we can then make that we are one thing alive. I don't think that I think we are late in a sense, even though I was talking a lot a bit, that we need more love, less war, like somebody who grew up with bombs going around and somebody who just doesn't want another global thing to happen. And now looking at all those things that are happening and can produce a global thing, I, in my pessimistic hours, think that we are late to do good. But what if we are not? What if us gathering together and making conscious decision to connect with each other, at least on spiritual level, calling each other, making a prayer together for difficult things to be solved and resolved? Can we honestly believe that we will make a difference? Can we honestly believe that we can make a difference? If I am you and you are me, and we are connected with oneness of this entire universe, can we make a difference? I really, really wish to get a reply from you. Write to me. Either catch up on my blog, aliveandawake.org. Write me there. Write a comment underneath the blog post of this podcast, or just in any other platform where you would listen this podcast, just like reach out. Find me on YouTube and reach out there. I wish that me and my pessimistic thinking that happens these days from time to time is just that, like random thoughts, because it's really hard. But we are not too late, and we can make it possible. I pray that that is the truth, and we can be one, and we can spread love. May God be with you, and may you feel more peace, blessing, and health. Until the next time. Lots of love. Selena. Each episode of the podcast Alive and Awake can be read as a blog post, and it is available on aliveandawake.org. If you are in the mood of listening your favorite TV show instead of watching it, why don't you try listening The Color of Destiny, an audio drama mystery available on Headphone app. That's HEADPhone. Headphone. Disclaimer: this is not a paid ad. This is me promoting my audio drama that has been published in a Headphone app, and it's called The Color of Destiny. If you are in the mood of some mystery that you can listen and then imagine the scene by opening your imagination, then try out The Color of Destiny on the Headphone. Link for The Color of Destiny is available in the description box of today's episode.